little stick.
The lever had been blown clear of the wreckage.
Who needs it? Hi, Foxy Melly. Welcome in. Hello. Thank you so much for the follow yesterday. Appreciate it. Normally, I have my co-streamer, but he's downstairs grabbing something. So should be back in shortly, and that would be Chad. Yes, thank you so much. Okay. Do you happen to like adventure games like this? I took the lever. All right, now I'm going to take and put this lever right in here, right?
I stuck my finger in the hole. Nothing happened.
He stuck my... Okay, I'm going to stick this metal rod in the hole.
The rod looked about the right size to fit the hole.
It put that rod in the hole, and I don't mean his other rod.
Fits.
Yeah, cool. It fits. Now we should be able to do something with it. Pull the lever. Oh, what did that do? Did I open the door behind us? So I was really excited. I'm getting to know all sorts of games at the moment. So yeah, nice. What games are you currently? I did take a look at your what you've been playing and stuff. Saw you like God of War. Love it too. Been playing that. I played that back when it came out. I'm playing God of War on Friday nights, the original, like 2000. Well, let's just call it the older retro God of War, 2005. And you played Inside. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so what did this do? Because we got this lever. And this is Chad. Chad, by the way, this is my newest follower, Foxy Melly.
Thank you for
I was going to have to
by.
find another way out.
Try pulling.
You can't pull. This doesn't want to
There's
work.
handles.
Yeah, but George doesn't know how to pull.
I was going to have to find another
Well,
way
he
out.
needs to remember the Kelly Bundy way of things. Push, unlike pull, starts with P. That's the way to remember it.
Wonder if I could take this lever, like...
I removed the rod from the hole in the wall.
No, you're supposed to operate it. You know, pull some stuff.
No, because we got a hole. Okay, we'll see, Wink. I'm going to try to put the hole in here. I mean, the hole. The rod. You know you got me doing it.
Yeah, it looks like you need something
The
else.
metal rod.
Like a bottle of
No way was I doing that.
No way.
Well, can't he just, like, pull the rod?
Okay, what is it exactly happening if I put the rod?
When
Okay,
you put it in there, so it looks like you should just be able to pull the thing down or something.
I did. Nothing happened. If you were here, you would have seen that.
Take care of the cats.
All right, well, that's it. Maybe we got to combine it with something.
A bottle.
See, look and pull that rod right out of his backpack.
The rod fitted neatly into the hole.
Makes more sense than
See?
You get like it's a slot machine. Bing, 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 bing.
The machine was, it's no longer is broken. No, literally. We destroyed it.
That's why
Totally
we can't have nice
trashed.
things.
I already said that line. You and I think on the same wavelength. Okay, ooh, there's a hole here. What if I could use the rod, like, to get...
Somehow, I guess this wasn't the local hockey team.
Oh, boy,
My
this is
dear
bad
friends,
guys.
Calm down, calm down. Your irrational fear of the temple is becoming tiresome.
Not the temple, monsieur. It is the gods inside it. You have angered them.
This is an evil place. We are all going to be killed.
How awfully prescient of you, my dear boy. The sooner your colleagues check out the crashed plane, the sooner we shall go.
Yes, Monsieur Cesaro.
Cesaro?
He even looks like a bad guy.
He's pale, well
This was
dressed.
Cesaro.
Sounds like Peter Lorre, a bad Peter Lorre knockoff.
He did not sound like a bad Peter Lorre.
Oh no, that's why it's a bad Peter Lorre knockoff.
He didn't sound anything like Peter Lorre.
Oh yes, my friends.
He did not sound that way. Okay, can I
Can you
just
jump
like
up there?
look at this right here. Okay. Oh, box. The box.
Yeah, but if you try to...
No, the thing should be open now because the door is open.
We'll see.
All right, you naysayer. Okay, so what are we going to use to shimmy up this hole? Because obviously George does not want to jump this. Now Nathan Drake would have run and jumped right in.
Well, Nathan Drake's a lot more confident.
I told you, if Nathan Drake and George Stobart got into a thing... Okay, what if can I get one of these things?
The cylinders were connected to the inventor's machine.
But it's not broke, so can I take it?
Can you turn it off?
No, you can't turn the machine off. Oh, maybe you can. Okay, what do you want me to, like, try the lever? Isn't the lever in the wall?
I don't know, I'll try it again. Yeah.
Try the lever. I bet you anything. Okay, let me take the lever out, all right? Out of the wall, and the hole will close. Want to guess?
I removed the rod from the hole in the wall.
No, it's fine. So where do you suppose the good old rod will go?
Probably where you just had it.
It ain't fun anymore.
That wasn't such a good idea.
You're no fun anymore. No, it's a rod I can take with me because the hole is still open. See? So we just got to figure out a way to get up there. What if I take the rod out? Like, will the door then close? No, because the rod wasn't there in the first place, so that won't matter. Okay, so what do you think? This dude's got something?
Poor guy. There was nothing more I could do.
We need a ladder or something to stand on. Can we move the bed? Oh, look at this.
Now wasn't the time for a nap. It certainly didn't look comfortable.
It really does not look very comfortable or hygienic or anything, does it? Can I pick you up and use you as a thing so I can get up on the thing? All right, let's look outside. Maybe there's something out there that we can bring in.
Falls off, dies.
The end. No, there's nothing.
Not sure it is. I mean, it could be bad game design. It's like, there's no reason to go back out there. I don't know.
Well, it didn't seem like there was anything there. It just, I think we've got to find a way to get the pressure plate to stay down, so that we can. Yeah, because the minute we do this, like move this, the door starts closing.
I still kind of like the idea to move the dead body onto it.
Hey, maybe that's what we got to do. Maybe we got to move the dead body. No, that's not an option.
Darn it.
Hey, the door didn't got closed, Chad. Chad, the door didn't close.
That made 0 sense.
Hey, you know what? All right, I'll take it. Just George, could you let go? Chad's a naysayer, doesn't believe in me.
Yeah, just stay away from the pressure plate.
I'm working it. I'm gonna. Oh no. Hey, Kitty, welcome.
Hey, Kitty. Meow.
Okay, there. Oh no. Okay. Let go. Now go here. See, look at this. Look at this, Chad. I solved my
It made
own.
0 sense why now it works.
Because I put it in forward motion.
Try why I left the whole thing up until you get a hemorrhage.
Ta-da! Ha ha ha.
Or is that something up there?
Hey, congratulate me for being smarter than. Oh, hold on. Okay. Is that the end of the line for poor George?
Just tell him to jump. I mean, there's like a hole over there, but
I'm looking for. Okay, no, hold on.
there's also a little cliff lip up there.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for.
Very convenient.
See, back in the days before Nathan Drake, you know.
You stole that gigantic reflective bean in downtown Chicago. That's actually storing a gigantic chicken inside. It's actually an egg.
All right, you know the metal bean in Millennial Park?
Yeah, it has a kind of a neat name, like Cloud something.
Out of the corner of my eye, I caught sight of a familiar shape. Harry had made it after all.
He's just right next to the bad guys. That doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Or was it a game instead?
I don't know.
Maybe you're like Carmen Sandiego and you stole national landmarks like the Eiffel Tower. Maybe yell through that and scare off the natives.
Hey, there's an idea.
It was a statue carved from stone. The back had been hollowed out. Inside were the remnants of a fire.
So you set a fire. Fire!
It was full of charred wood. I didn't want to move it.
Do I have anything to set anything on fire? I got a bottle, beer bottle.
Beer? Does that light?
Only if you have a lighter to light with.
I mean, you got
There
metal.
wasn't a reason to try that.
You have...
Well, me without my handy dandy
You have
lighter.
some flint.
Metal rod, maybe. Do you think metal rod combination beer
Like
opener?
the
That wouldn't work.
Postcard.
Why would I light the postcard on fire? Isn't that evidence?
I don't know.
No, give it M.
Oh, wait, you have some paper there or something.
Okay, I'll take the postcard, right?
Oh, you have like a notebook or something. That's a bunch of paper you can use.
No,
for
that
kindling.
notebook is my notebook for like writing notes.
What are you talking about? George is illiterate.
He is not illiterate. Stop picking on George.
I mean, if anything, he probably just has some crayon. He draws little stick figures.
That wasn't the right approach.
Shame on you for the wrong approach. Okay, I'm thinking that we should be able to do a flint, like with bottle opener and metal rod combo.
It's like metal on metal or something.
Yeah.
Flint's like a type of rock or something.
Well, this is a metal rod. But it doesn't seem to be working anyway.
So, Kitty, what did you find?
Okay, you'll never guess what we picked up for a steal yesterday. What did you pick up for a steal yesterday? Yeah, that's not even an option.
I had no reason to try that.
God forbid you try something like that. Jeez, Chet. What do you think?
Unless you have to go all the way back to the rocks and find some kindling or something.
Or a rock.
Maybe.
Hey, that might be it, right?
Did you forget to pick up a rock?
But there
The
wasn't.
beer looked cheap, and it was warm.
Oh, wait a minute. This isn't beer. Ah!
Aw.
Damn it, Harry!
Stop using. We were out at Walmart getting some more $3 cocoa powder for my chocolate milks and decided to do a pass. And there have been a lot of clearances lately. I know, Foxy. And there's been a lot of clearances lately.
Versus the other
So-
side where there's just been a lot of empty things lately.
Did you find a baby, like a bunch of baby stuff then? Okay, hold on. And if so, bonus!
Yeah, one thing I've been noticing is that still the formula tends to be limited.
Okay, so here's my thought. That on the floor of this thing, there is possibly a stone. So that we can do like no, the other way, George. We found the exact car seat on your registry. Nice. Safety first and all. Steer, rear facing. 5-pound rear facing all the way through 100-pound booster seat. Clearance for $100. Hey, how much was the original price?
Is there something in that corner?
That would be a...
I couldn't reach the nest.
Throw stuff at it.
No, he's got a 160, so nice. I'll take a clearance item to use it any day.
That did the trick.
Well, in Hero's Quest, you'd have multiple ways to get the
Don't
nest.
knock the fact that I managed to get a nest. Similar seats go anywhere from 160 up to 300, depending on the brand. Nice. You know, and also don't rule out like baby closets and
Is that where you store the baby?
no.
Oh.
Like giving closets and sometimes you get really good things there as well.
Can you light that nest on fire?
You know, that's
Maybe a light.
Yeah, but
light it with
isn't
a
that
lightning,
yeah, but isn't that like going to burn in my hand in my pocket?
or is there, can you put some gasoline with the nest?
How about beer? Alcohol?
That wouldn't work.
No, why wouldn't that work? Oh, because I pressed the wrong button. Okay, look at the beer bottle.
Good ciabatta.
They didn't work. We ain't got it.
Yeah. Well, for stuff like the safety important stuff, we want to make sure we buy new. Yeah. Not something that could be used in
Well,
questionable condition.
that's the thing. I mean, yeah,
That
like
wasn't
even
quite
like garage sales and stuff like that. Tons of baby stuff. People are always giving that away.
I was thinking about when I was a kid, we still had the old baby seats stored downstairs. That even though we hadn't used them for a very long time, I was looking for one of my cats. She was just laying in the baby seat and just staring at me while I'm trying to find her and calling her name. She's like, I'm not going to say anything.
So crib, playpen, car seat, etc. Because we need to make sure it's up to current standards. No recalls, no accidents. Yeah, I get that. Trust me.
That too.
Or kids, I get that.
Never know about recalls. Like we have a fireplace and it never really worked, or we never figured out how to turn it on, and had somebody come in to maintenance it. And it's a good thing we did, because the guy found out that it was under a
No
recall.
way
so it was
was
like,
I doing
yeah, I
that.
don't like this thing.
Well, we've also got
we still haven't we still haven't really
gas.
turned it on since then.
We've got these gas containers.
That's what I put. See, can you
That
put,
wasn't the right approach.
oh, come on, you want your pants to smell like gas. Well, the book I have, even I can't remember the year. They give a year to make
That
sure that you don't
wasn't
get anything
quite right.
before that because the standard certification's changed.
The cylinders were connected to the inventor's machine.
I think you're on the right track with using the lightning to light the bird's nest. The book I have even says, I can't remember the year, but they give a year to make sure you don't get anything before that because the standard's right. Stuff like car seats. If the car is even in a minor bump, depending, the car seat is no longer valid. Gotcha. I think some things are just meant to be. You know, when you get them, you find them, and they work out for you. They're just meant to be. Dang. What do you guys think? I think I've got to set this metal rod on fire, and I was trying to use alcohol with the bird's nest to do this.
That wasn't the right approach.
We are so not on the right path. We were sort of on the right path, but now we are definitely left field. What we are trying to do here is left field. Most of the rest we can get creative, get used, borrow. Yep. George, go back. All right, now let's walk away from there. And then let's grab up the ledge. Well, you don't want to be too careless with your baby as far as, you know, things. I say that sometimes after someone's had their baby, you know, people, it depends, you know, are they going to have more? So garage sales are often a big place to find a lot of different things, even new things. Just got or new-ish, like one child use it kind of thing. But I get what you're saying. James Carmichael, hi. How you doing? It's been like forever. How you doing?
This was my
Hello.
kindling.
All right, got my kindling.
Get a magnifying glass and light it.
That's exactly what we are going to do. You are
The
great.
nest lay on top of the wood.
Really needs a stroller, at least a kangaroo pouch type of thing. We can take the.
If only we had a magnifying glass.
Well, there is one on the table.
Oh, if only I grabbed the magnifying glass. We're doing great. We're playing some more Broken Sword, and I think that's where I met you the first time, is another Broken Sword. So, ooh, sneak. See, sneaks work too.
You know what other game you can sneak in? Quest for Glory.
And you know what looks really goofy when you're sneaking? Quest for Glory.
Now, how do you sneak?
Look at how I snuck. Like real genuine sneaking.
Yeah, it looks
Wasn't
like you're
like you're tiptoeing through the tulips.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do. If you're sneaking, you want to be quiet. Unlike this loudmouth schnook of an American here.
Says
about
the
George.
loudmouth schnook of an American.
Well, you should be quiet then.
There is a reason I married you, though. There are days.
It was for my luscious, long, brown locks.
It was.
I don't know about now.
100. I don't know about now. you know.
False. George is a twat waffle.
He does not like George. But I happen to think George is awesome.
Nico is fine. George? No.
Okay, so why didn't I take the damn magnifying lens the first time I was standing over here?
Because you were too entranced by
The
that
second book
postcard.
turned up a magnifying glass. Suddenly I
Yay.
was 5 years old and back in California.
Burning
setting fire
ants
to my
like a
father's
psychopath.
sun hat.
Setting fire to my father's sun hat.
Hint, hint. Psychopath.
It's all hints.
You're
It
not
all
allowed
works.
to burn stuff
No,
unless
watch.
you're a Boy Scout.
Watch how good he sneaks. Now the quest for glory, he's like on his tippy toes going.
Yes. That's how you sneak.
That is not.
And
how
then you get
you
cool.
sneak.
Then you get cool music playing.
That's why Waffles. So he's a female reference. That's what we're holding up hand. You know. Yeah, take those over there and allow that one. Allowed. Perhaps.
I don't know. I learned that phrase from a British person on the internet. So.
And you too can join us every Sunday.
I don't think so, but I could think of other insults involving waffles, but they can get really nasty.
You know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with George. You forgot to hit the chat back so you can see it again. Ooh.
Yeah, it's full screen, so anytime you move away.
Anytime we move away, that's when Twitch has its little bitch. All right. All right, so let's us go burn some ants.
I think it was the first one of these games that
The
they
nest
have
lay on top of the wood.
the two older people, and they were just ridiculous. That they give them like these Texan accents, and they're supposed to be from Ohio. I'm like, no, not even close.
Look, monsieur. The evil! It is come!
Let me see. Bald, albino eyes, and... Oh, George. Oh, George.
Oh, that's gonna sting. Shoot some at the end. Dude,
George, quickly, over here!
what? Like the bad guys didn't see him. Just
Imbeciles! Eat
Well,
a
this
tree.
guy's got a cane.
Get
He's
back
not going to
here
be...
now.
I'm the bad guy. Obvious. Cue the
Time to go.
obvious bad guy, right?
I'm just gonna.
Kill them.
No. Get in the car. Okay, perhaps I'm just saying, perhaps that we should do this one a little bit faster, all right?
Let's make it kind of a very pasty Christopher Walken, James Bond villain look.
Would you like to try to run to the car?
No?
The evil! It
I
is
enjoy
come!
seeing George get shot.
But I was trying.
Actually, that dude guy almost looks like something out of Gabriel Knight 3 or something.
Okay, I just have to learn the controls, okay?
But, nah, he's too busy waffling around. Haha.
Aha.
George, quickly, over here!
But then there's the
Imbeciles.
awful Waffle Walker,
Eat a tree.
Quest for Glory
Get
3.
back here now!
Which is useful to prevent starvation.
Get in.
Come on, Harry. We gotta get out of here.
Have guns, you know.
As the lunatic Aussie saved my life, I was certain of one thing. I wasn't going back to the office in Idaho.
Why would you
I
want to
had
go
my
to
fill of
Idaho?
Patents. Nope. I was going to England to find the mysterious Bruno.
So if anyone on the stream is from Idaho,
Idaho sucks.
there is absolutely nothing wrong with Idaho.
You've been there, you know why it's...
When you could wave a wand at.
It's actually pretty fun.
Joseph of Arimathea was supposed to have traveled here from the Holy Land. And he didn't do it to buy an overpriced crystal. Somewhere in amongst all this new
Foxy
age
Nelly is in the
was a
UK.
guy called Bruno, and I was going
Cool.
to find him.
Nice. All right. I think we're walking out of town, right?
I wasn't leaving until I'd finished what I came here to do.
Be mindful which side of the road you're on, you know.
Okay, they would drive over here, right?
Yeah, so that way you'll see the oncoming traffic when you get hit.
Is anybody out there?
Hello? Anybody home?
Any
Yeah,
reason
left,
to go
left.
in?
Yeah, it's one of those ways.
Any reason to go in?
Just randomly going in, kicking down houses.
The place looked empty.
Hey, there's a guy.
I'm getting Carmen
Good morning.
Sandiego vibes now.
That's easy for you to say, isn't it?
Well, yeah, isn't it?
No, sir, it is not.
What's so
Telling you
bad
what
about
type
it,
of day
if
to have?
You don't mind me asking.
You wouldn't understand.
I might.
Not possible, sir. Unless you're a father, and you're not, are you?
Well,
Maybe.
no, but how did you know?
Look at you. Callow face, unfurrowed brow, air of profound optimism.
Probably not wearing wool socks.
Doesn't have a cool mustache either.
It's
you know? Like a
it's
Hercule
kind of,
Poirot.
yeah, exactly what I was saying. That's sort of a Poirot looking, but he was Belgian, so.
True.
So just what
Where
is
was
it that only a
Peter
father would
Ustinov
understand?
from,
I could tell you, but you wouldn't
Isn't he
comprehend.
Try
Australian?
me. I kept sea monkeys
Peter
once.
Ustinov?
I mean, how
I
different
thought
could it
he's
be?
Australian.
Very well.
Look it up.
Are you aware of
You
the
got lots of
annual
time. You're the
Glastonbury
sidecar this
Popular
time.
Music Festival?
The Glastonbury Popular Music Festival?
I don't know who did.
That's one of the most
I don't
popular
recall
music
who did,
festivals on the Popular Music Festival calendar.
My
Poirot
daughter,
in,
Melissa, attended it this year. Against my wishes, of course.
Wasn't
You're
Death
not
on
a
the
fan,
Nile,
huh?
but the
My dear boy.
Murder on the Orient Express.
Joining a throng of semi-clad
Peter
youngsters,
Ustinov.
gyrating in a mindless, hypnotic trance to music which turns their hearts into yo-yos, all the while feasting on hippie fast food, strange alcoholic concoctions, and mind-bending hallucinogenic substances is not my idea of fun.
Oh, bring it on.
His English is custard cream
your
dipped
pardon?
into
I
Yorkshire
said, did your daughter enjoy
tea.
it?
She didn't come back.
Thank you.
Ah.
I
have you
was
told the police?
I was like,
This
lighten
isn't a
up,
job
John
for the police.
Cleese.
Melissa called me to say she wouldn't be coming home.
He said that
She
they're going to
called
be
from a
doing another
Glastonbury
Faulty
number.
Towers.
Still
yeah,
really
that's what I heard
curious how
too.
that-
Taken up with someone.
You're not
work.
spelling it
I
right.
don't
I've
think so.
got
Is it
my
HQ?
purse.
Why don't you type Murder on the Orient
Purdy?
Express?
12
Well, that was a
bore,
different
double
one,
barrel, vermin for
Okay,
the
Murder on the
extermination of.
Nile. And then you'll figure out Kenneth
No, that's a new one.
Oh, okay.
Albert Finney.
Oh, yeah, that's the guy who really
Wait,
does.
wasn't he, didn't he also do, play a Scrooge?
Yes.
Yeah.
George.
My name's George Stobart.
Don't
A
care.
Yank, eh? Colonel Buckley, Rutland Lancers, 3rd Battalion, retired.
You know, I had a feeling you might be a soldier.
Can take the fella out of the army, can't take the army
It
out
couldn't
of the
be
fella,
the
eh?
army
It
boots
could
we're
have been.
wearing.
It might also have been the aura of latent violence that surrounded
Yep,
him.
Scrooge. It was just called Scrooge, 1970. Albert Finney.
How about this Glastonbury postcard?
Recognize this?
Glastonbury Tor.
What do
See,
you know about the
told
tour?
you.
Good place to deploy artillery.
He knows
Right.
all about it.
Okay, thanks. Does this ID card mean anything to you?
It's not yours. Never seen the chap. Did you find it?
No,
Yeah.
I stole
Then you
it.
should hand it in at the police station.
Oh, Ustanov starts with a U. I was trying to do an EU.
Okay.
Like Eustace or something.
All right, what is he? He's Swiss.
Born in Swiss Cottage, London.
We were about Swiss Cottage, London. That's okay.
But what if it was London, Ontario?
Is there a London, Ontario?
There is. We passed it. Long time ago.
I think this is London in the UK.
Yes, I guess that one. Isn't there a
It
London,
was Colonel
Kentucky
Butler.
as well, or something?
Without a regiment behind him,
There's
he
like a
looked kinda
Manchester, I
lonely.
believe.
Colonel, I feel like real world conversations. Oh, hi, sir. What do you think of my stolen card? My personal favorite was the dog biscuits. All right, there's in London, Ontario. Yes.
See? Told you. Thank you, Kitty. Yeah, there is a London, Kentucky as well, and a Manchester. People ran out of names, so they just started recycling them.
Do you think anybody would think weird if I just walked like they did this?
Well, in Quest for Glory games, nobody seems to care. Well, there's been a lot of robberies around. What's up with the new guy sneaking around like that? And he's like, oh, sorry, just got to hitch my knickers, yeah.
You got hitching my knickers.
The store was called.
Yeah, it was
the
a few hours from where
Cosmic
he used to live.
Fairy.
All right.
Yeah,
My
I think it
mind
was
boggled.
I think we passed London, Ontario.
We're going.
We didn't go through the Detroit exit, but it was a little further north when we went over from Michigan into Canada. Mm-hmm. Then I think that cuts across southern Ontario to head over to Niagara Falls. So I think we passed London around there.
Sarnia. James Carmichael said, lived in London for 9 months. Couldn't wait to leave. And it sounds like Millie said that they were from the UK.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she said where,
Yeah.
but
Why couldn't you wait to leave? Is it just too large? I worked with a guy. He was interesting. This was in Chicago, and he liked large cities because he was originally from Moscow, Russia, and so he liked living in large cities, sort of.
I'm not a city person. I like the peace and quiet.
Nice.
Katie said I went through Sarnia sometimes or Ambassador Bridge, depending on what Wazzy said.
It's a